Hi everyone. So now we're back. I just thought I'll make this video a quick follow-up on a whole heap of things just so you can see where we're up to with stuff. So the first one is the Diosma. I don't think I ended up showing you how that looks in the end of that video. So let's have a look. Here it is. They're all in the ground. They've been in for, I think maybe a week now. Maybe it's 2 weeks, I can't remember. But they're growing really well. They're actually putting on growth, so they must be happy. This one's got a whole heap of new growth. These were a different variety. This one, the centre's died, so I don't know what's going to happen there. Now I'll go show you the shed. And we've just done family photos. And I find it so stressful because I'm the mum and the photographer, and trying to organise everybody is chaos. But I thought I look half decent at the moment. I'm going to do this video. All right, let's go down to the shed. We have thrown out a heap of junk. We've still got more to go. Some of this metal stuff we're using. But here we go. Let's go in. And ta-da! Very echoey. But we have all the plaster on the walls. It was the biggest job. Now I've got to go around and check all of these screws. See, that one's popped out. I've got to screw them all back in so they don't poke out, and then I've got to mud all the joints. I've still got to put the metal edging on the corners of the doors. I've got edging for the windows, so they're frameless. I can't remember what that's called, but that'll go on the door and that window. And I've still got to knock a couple of holes through the ceiling. There's a row of lights down the middle and a light spot up there, so I've got to find those. But it's looking so good and it's really exciting. It's just like a marathon job getting that done. Now I'll take you over to the veggie patch. So some of you wanted to see what I was growing in that, oh well, dodgy hothouse thing. Side note though, finishing off this last bed. So I've got it half filled. I kind of had to abandon ship because I needed to go and do those photos. But we've got oh, that's just coriander, it'll die. I just thought I'd bury it. Cardboard down, putting it's mushroom compost mixed with cow manure for the soil. That over there, we're just trialling it. We want to make a big deck area underneath these trees for the kids to play in. This is going to be, so tomatoes, capsicums, chilies will all go in along here, and I've got basil kind of scattered through. It was not a good year for garlic. It looks pretty crappy actually. It's nearly ready to pull out. We have this thing in Australia that Melbourne Cup Day, which is tomorrow, is the day that you pull up your garlic. So that's kind of just a rough indication of the right climate to pull them out in. I might wait, I'm in two minds. I might wait a little bit longer because I want the tops to die off a little bit more. But then my second thought is if I pull them out now, I can plant something else there sooner. So I don't know, we'll see if I pull those up tomorrow or not. I've got beetroot here, carrots. This is spaghetti squash. I've got this was for another project to fill out these pots with strawberries. Problem in Australia is everything gets so hot and dry, so they're not coping. I've got some more pumpkins are going to go across here, and capsicums will go on that side, but I've got to move all my seedlings. I'm just letting these are leeks. I'm just letting them go to flower. I just want to see it. Lots of herbs, edible flowers. The first succession of radish. I've got to put the next one in. Lots of really pretty cute flowers here. I need to deadhead them, but look at those frilly ones, how cute. And heaps of herbs in through there, and I've got lettuce seed and stuff in. But here's my these are veggies, all veggies. So we've got all the chilies. The one that Moroni is looking most forward to is the pasilla cherry. It is so slow. Eggplant, capsicum, just waiting for these to get a little bit bigger before I put them in. My tomatoes, I've done all romas. I'm doing all romas because every season I can or jar a year's worth of tomato sauce, and it's a recipe that has no sugar in it. It uses honey and vinegar, so it's a lot better than the store-bought one, which homemade sauce is anyway. So for those in other areas, that's ketchup. And we also do crushed tomatoes. So I grow enough to store a year's worth of both. So, and I've done lots of different varieties of tomatoes in the past, but what I've decided is keep it simple in the garden, just plant heaps of the one thing that we really like. So we're just going with all Roma tomatoes, and we'll just plant heaps of that. It's the same with the other varieties of things. We're just sticking with sort of one variety of each thing, and then it's easy to save the seed and everything as well. So that's what we're doing there. I've got some, well, these what really old seeds. This is a watermelon called Moon and Stars, and it is so cute. I'll pop a picture up. I don't know what this one is. Someone gave me seeds. Rock melons, watermelon, some more pumpkins. These ones are the cucumbers. We'll probably put all of those in. Well, maybe not all, but we really love them. This is just some flowers. I'm putting this in our own garden. So straw flowers and gomphrena, spring onions. I'll put them in soon. Just this is the Cosmos, the Daydream one. That's just for us. And black kale. So that's that for those who wanted to see that. My washing on the line. Is it? Oh, it's still kind of damp. This time of year I can just leave it there all night now and I'll pull it off in the morning. Well, it'll get damp overnight, but it'll be warm again. Now let me do a spin. I'm going to show you that we've done our, well, the tip run. We've still got a little bit more stuff. But you can see a lot of the junk is going, which is so good. I've been packing up the cool flowers. That's just a piece of bird net. But I've been pulling out all the hoops. I've got the rolls of plastic rolled up here. I've got this here to put lab in. It's a really nice, or a hyacinth bean. I'm going to put another barrel there, grow that all across that trellis. We are getting rid of the foxgloves. We're just too worried about James eating them. Things in this garden are going pretty well. Oh, and I'm going to give you an update in a moment of what that mystery plant is. These are the snapdragons with a lot of weeds, but they're just starting to flower, which is actually a little bit interesting because other flower growers in our area, their snapdragons have been flowering for ages and they're almost done. But it just goes to show that the microclimate we're in here, everything is just so delayed. But it's looking good. And those bells of Ireland that I thought never germinated, they're finally popping up. I'm going to have to look up when I pick those because I have actually got no idea. In this bed here, we've got gladiolas and lilies, and then in amongst it, a whole heap of nasturtiums have grown. And these little things here are tomatillos, and we have to go through and pick them out. We grew tomatillos one year because Marie loves them, being Mexican, and we've got them everywhere. Like when I say everywhere, every garden bed in our whole property gets filled with them. So beware if you grow those. Ranunculus are nearly done. And you saw last week at the start of my video how full this bed was. I did weed it, so there's not as much greenery, but look, we're just really, really dragging on. This is one that I bought. It's a seed. Very pretty. Let me focus it. And they've got really nice, strong heads too. That one's actually called Ranunculus Highland Scarlet. Doesn't look very scarlet, does it? Oh, I broke it. That's weird, isn't it? More foxgloves. I've been popping them in bouquets to try to get rid of them. People love them. This trellis is going over to the veggie patch, to that new bed I'm making, because it's going to be for the beans. And this is the Godetia azalea, and it is doing so well this year. Sweet peas are not. We've got one. Focus. We've got one right here. So, and we've got some Luxbar that's just come up from last year. And this is a poppy, and they are everywhere. And every time I see one, I have to pull it out before they go to seed, because I do not want them. See, look. And they're pretty easy to just pull out, but it's something I have to keep on top of. Take you out to the big patch now. We're starting to get it tidied up. I started to move mulch today. We're clearing up more junk. We're just really hoping to get as ready as we can for the season. Things are starting to really take off. Moroni's out here watering. Hola! So this plot here, we've got grass pathways. This plot over here, we're going to do the mulched pathways. So we're going to just trial it and see which we like best. I think the mulched ones are going to be a lot easier to deal with. But let's just go through it. I still don't know what Moroni's doing here, but I think this was his test of something. But I think we're going to put either lamb's ear all in here or Dusty Miller, and it'll just stay there all the time. More, what's this one again?
Larkspur.
Oh, larkspur. Jeez, it's nice and straight. You know that storm we had? And I ran out here to check if anything was fallen over. We're just so lucky to live in this very, very sheltered basin, because we really don't get much wind down here where the flowers actually grow. This bed's a bit of a mix, and I can't remember what it is. I know that's sunflowers and that's cosmos up ahead there, or maybe it's snaps over there. This one's cosmos. It's just the white and pink one. More cosmos, so 2 rows of cosmos, and this is our second succession of sunflowers. One of them didn't do too good with germinating, and I think it's this one. And it is, lemon rush. Jeez, I hope it pops up. So we've got lemon rush here, we've got royal velvet, the red one there, the teddy bears, and then the radiance at the end. So that lemon rush one, I really wanted that. I hope it works. This is where we just did our flower shoot, just over there. Flower shoot. Family photos. It's getting late. I probably should go to bed. That's funny, isn't it? Because it's still daylight. It's going to be daylight until 9:30 at night in Australia soon. So we have late nights in summer. Sweet William. Isn't it cute? Oops, sorry. Very cute. However, those plants that are flowering, I'm pretty sure were there from last year. So I think we need to get a whole bed and just have it as a perennial. Yarrow, this is last year's. So I think that's another thing. We need to just get a whole heap in for perennials. Our, what's this one called again? I forgot the name of this one. I can't remember. It's not yarrow. What is it? Tansy! Tansy. And here's larkspur, and it's so tall, look. Some of it's like up to my shoulder. And I'm pretty tall. I'm like, how tall am I? 176. So it's like 5'10" or something. I need to come out here and pick a heap of this because I've got orders to get done. It's with a focus today. I've actually got a new phone and it's been sitting in a bag on the floor for the last, I think, 3 weeks. So, and a DJI Osmo 5. So I might show you that and show you how I film. It's very easy and uneventful. Aha, here's the start of, so we have cardboard down. You can see the old cardboard in the rows up there. And then I've put landscape fabric. Don't know if I'll regret that or not. and then the wood chips. So I'm just going to come... Oh, Moroni started the new beds here, but I'm not sure what his plan is there. This is... What is it again? Chamomile. And I love it. So it's a shame I forgot what it's called. It's late. And a couple of little random cosmos coming up in amongst it, which I won't complain about. How cute. I think I'm going to pull up these hoops. Okay, the next row is this mystery plant. I think you're going to have a lot better idea of what it is when I show it to you. Are you ready? No! Oh, focus, would ya? Jeez. Come on. Nah, it's not. It is a very dark head in there, but I think it's Cosmos. What do you think? Did anybody guess Cosmos? Because I don't think... Don't you think it's Cosmos? What do you think it is?
I don't know.
My guess is Cosmos.
Yeah, it's not Cosmos.
Okay, well, Moroni's saying it's not Cosmos. What were some of the other guesses? They were in the comments a couple of videos ago. What is it then? Those heads are like trying to pop open. I really hope the flowers are black because I have this thing for black flowers. So that would just make me so chuffed if they're black. Okay, mystery plant, and then these on this end. It looks like Queen Anne's lace. So here we've got something else because I put these all around the wrong way. Nigella. Oh, that was a guess that a lot of people thought it was Nigella. Do you still think it's Nigella? Nigella, Nigella, Nigella. This one over here is... I've obviously got a big mess. We've been weeding here. Gotta fix it, gotta fix it. Dara, or chocolate Queen Anne's lace, baby's breath up the end, which still isn't growing, so I think that's not happening. Scabiosa. Anyone else grown Scabiosa? It is so slow, like ridiculously slow. And Status, mixed with what looks like a lot of weeds, and we've got sea holly up the end there. And this is a big pile of concrete now covered in grass, but it's got so many bulbs in it, like iris bulbs everywhere. It's full of daffodils, but it's kind of too hard basket to get in there and pull them out. I mean, there's something very cute growing here too. It's also potentially at this point a snake infested mound of weeds, so we're not that excited about doing that. So there you have it. Quick update video, a little walk through our very messy patch, but it adds character. That's what I'm going to say. We are going to tidy it up soon. Well, we've been working on it. It's just like a slow process because we've got so much to do at the moment. I'm going to leave it there. We'll be back next week with a new video. Thanks for being here. Give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, share us with a friend, do whatever, do whatever you can do. All right, see yous. Bye.
Is this all that you dreamed it'd be? Ending up here.